Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't seen you for a while. Been kind of busy around the homestead, but I thought I'd pop on here and share a few little things that I picked up at the secondhand store, and well, actually a couple little places, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And then also maybe do a craft with me video of actually some journal signature covers that I've been working on. And I have to do another one just exactly like this because I have an order for 2 matching journals. So it'll be kind of boring, but we'll just do the matching journal together. And like I say, either in this video or one after it. So look at this. Pretty, huh? It's 4 squares of this India fabric with these sweet little mirrors in it. And though this is not really like a color scheme that I would really be using, like it's not my really color scheme. Anyway, but I thought, wow, this would be fun for Christmas journal. So we'll set it aside and see what happens with that in the future. So what do you think? Oh, and I paid $3 for it. Hello, that was amazing, I think. Then this one was another pillow, pretty rough, but look at this. Look at the beautiful colors on this. It's just springy and bright or summery. Let's see if I can unfold it. And you it's rough. It's kind of been worn. I think the pillow was used a lot. It was like a, a sitting pillow. So yeah, super cool. I really like it. Also, yeah, did I say that? $3? So that'll be fun. And then this was the trim around it. It didn't really, to me, it doesn't really go together, but it's gorgeous. And it may work, these colors may work just about anywhere, or even with the other one as in the Christmassy style journal. Maybe. Okay, so there's that. And then I got some books. Picked up some cool books. I guess I shouldn't stack the whole thing. This whole thing's together. This is the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady, Edith Holden, and I know everybody is pretty much familiar with that, but I had never seen this size, which is 7 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it's beautiful. I don't know, I just had never seen it. It's come apart, which actually works well for me. And I thought, well, how fun. I had to show you. Have you guys seen them? Have you seen them this small? I haven't. Perfect. Excited to have that in my stash. Then I picked these up. I think they're amazing. They're in really rough shape. They're National Geographic from I think March 1919, November 1916, and May 1918. So, they're just beautiful. This one has Mankind's Best Friends in it. Look at these illustrations. They're amazing. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. No boxers in here, me and boxers and the rescue. There's no boxers, but this was put out in 1919. So, boxers being German, I think they were not wanting, Germany wasn't super popular right then. Anyway, so that's probably why. I'm guessing, totally guessing. I'm not a historian, as you all know, I'm not. Anyway, so then this one, 1916, is Larger North American Mammals. More beautiful illustrations. Some are in black and white. Loads of them in color. Look at these beautiful illustrations. I hope there isn't too much of a glare and that You can see those okay, but I'm thrilled. Thrilled. Look at the beaver. Squirrels are squirrels, and I think, what are those? Mountain sheep, mountain goats, big animals. Oh no, not squirrels in this one. The other one. Look at the moose, and a buffalo or a bison. Then this one is smaller North American mammals, and then also a map of the Western Theater of War. So I don't know if that is actually in here. So, oh, and then also they have this really cool advertising throughout the back. Look at that. Warplanes, all kinds of cool stuff. Look at that, 2 cents for a Kodak journal. Oh, price $15.50. Anyway, and then look at these sweet, they even have like their little footprints and how to identify them. And oh look, oh pew, skunks, armadillos, weasels. I know there's cute little chipmunks. Yep, chipmunks. Mice. And I think bunny rabbits. A muskrat. Oh my gosh, we have muskrats in the ponds. I had no idea that we had muskrats around here, but in the ponds we have muskrats. It's getting warmer, it's spring, so I think everybody's coming out of hiding. We have turtles and muskrats, and of course lots of geese and ducks, and we have an otter. And the otter is having fun eating the fish in the pond, so that it's kind of fun. I loved seeing the otter. He's so pretty. Anyway, little kangaroo mice, and that, so cute. Then I found this one, Ben Franklin's Wit and Wisdom. This does not have a it does not have a published date, or yeah, it doesn't. But anyway, I thought it was cute little sayings that we could use. It's funny. So avoid dishonest gains, no price. So I can't even read. Avoid dishonest gains, no price can recompense the pangs of vice. I struggle with that just a little bit. What's this one? There are more old drunkards than old doctors. I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know where this will be appropriate, but it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. The heart of the fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of the wise man is in his heart. There you go. Here's some cute ones. Some cute ones, some funny ones. Then lastly, is that a word? This book, which nothing too spectacular, The Crown of Glory by Turnbull, but it was in fabulous shape, some cool rough edges, and this wonderful embossed bee. So not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I couldn't resist it because I've been wanting to do a bee book. So possible to leave this kind of sort of intact, maybe take some pages out and then decorate and use it like that. So that's the show and tell, and I'll set those aside. Then we're gonna make this. So I have a few things kind of out here, out of your way where you can't see, kind of ready to roll. A few pieces cut out, not much. So this is just the cover, duplicate, not exactly the same, but basically the cover of the first signature in the other one, or the second signature, I haven't decided. So I'm going to use this same image, use the same bits of scrapbook paper, and it's going to be very similar. I can never do anything exactly the same, but I'll do my best. So let's let's get started on that. I think what I will do, I'm going to tear this a little bit more, and I wonder if it'll fit on that. Yes, I think so. Yes, I think maybe like that. No, I almost think I need a longer sheet. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with it. Just gonna go with it. My trusty ruler here. Oh, I guess I probably should have told you that it's a standard size journal. I'm gonna bring that over there like that. And this, I'm gonna try and keep that as close to the top as I can. It's kind of, it's not, there's nothing tricky about this particular journal I'm doing right now. Nothing too like that you don't already know how to do, or let's see, how's that gonna fit? Yes. Yeah, nothing too fancy here, just simple, easy peasy, just kind of get the juices going for crafting. Then let's see, how's our length? Yeah, I think I'll just do that. This is a little samey, squarish. I'm gonna save that a little bit. That over there. Yeah, that's okay, because I think if I stitch around that, what's this one? Oh no, maybe this way, and this way, and this way. I think so. Then a bit of this. Fabulous. Yep, that. It's so much like the other one. It's not like a big surprise here. Let's see, do I just want to go? Yeah, that's long enough. That. Excuse me, I could drink. Excuse me. Some raggedy muslin. Actually, it's coffee dyed. So that, let's try that. Let's see if I can get that. Tear that a bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good. This is going to be, there we go. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. To raggedy that up a bit. You see that? Hey guys, so yeah, it's a gorgeous spring. Oh my gosh, everything is flowering. Everything is beautiful. The weather's been amazing. Like I'd say, oh, just amazing. I love it when it's, you know, in the 50s, 50 degrees, 60 degrees. It was even over the weekend in the 70s. So, of course, we took full advantage of that and worked like, oh Lord, worked like dogs on the property, clearing more brush and cleaning up ponds and moving some, taking some trees down, which it's really kind of breaking my heart taking all these trees down, but okay, let's lay this out. Let's buttons. But it's so exciting to be making lots of progress and just be out, just to be out. Ooh, I like this button a lot. Like, what do you think? It's pretty good. I really like that. Yeah, so what's everybody been doing? Tell me what you've been doing. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you're doing for spring. You have a vacation planned, or garden in the making. Yeah, like that. I take this. I don't like this wire on here. I'm excited to do a garden, but I don't think we will be able to do a garden this year, because we are trying to get this property ready to build on and sell our house, and it's amazing. I have to talk to so many people, different kinds of people every day, whether it's, you know, a plumber or an electrician or the utility companies for getting natural gas to the property, getting the right amount of power to the property. There's just some charms in this mess. I have quite a little. I need to sort this out. I was thinking, I'm not sure about charm yet, but maybe. It's kind of cute little fleur-de-lis. Yeah, it's, you know, trying to learn about so many things that I just know nothing about. I like that, actually. We'll see. Maybe, I wonder if there's a jump ring in here. Nope, I don't think I have one in everything else, but not a jump ring. I'll find one. I'll find one. I think that'll be kind of cool. Yeah. Oh, you know, and then what gets me about the power company is you have to pay this big fee for them to come out to do an estimate of what you need on your property. But before they can come out, you pay the fee, and then you actually tell them what you want. Like how many volts and ohms and tons and phases, and it's crazy. I'm like, guys, isn't that why you're coming out? Is to tell me what I need? Nope, you got to tell us what you need, and then we're going to tell you what you need. That's the way it goes. So, okay. Waiting to hear from them. But I did it. I did that. Still waiting from DEQ, Department of Environmental Quality, on our septic system. We're in waiting week. What are we in? Waiting week 5, I think. So maybe have like 6 more weeks to go for that before we will have that together. I'm thinking with this little fleur-de-lis that I will put a jump ring on it, and oops, where'd it go? There it is. Put a jump ring on it, and then put it on this little little hook, and then I can hook it on right onto the lace, just like that. Make sure that's snug. It's snug. Good. There. What do you think? What do you think? That's coming together. What about? I have all these bits of paper back here. Do I want to layer that just a shade darker, or well, this is kind of flat color. No, I need it whiter. Sorry. This is what it's like with me. Do I do that? Do I do that? What do I do? Oh, I kind of like that color, just to give it a little more dimension. So let's cut that down. I have my little cutter over here. I do. Anyway, life goes on and on and on. Busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. I don't know what we were thinking taking on this project. I'm excited. I'm excited to have this beautiful land to live on, but it's going to be crazy. once we start building a house, I mean, I think it's crazy now just trying to get the infrastructure together. Whew, once we start building a house, that's a game changer. That's a big game changer. So this on this maybe. You know, this is, oops. Slipped right off of there. I thought I was being really clever. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So I have that. Is that how I had it? Sort of. No. Maybe this way. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. But pretty crazy to take this on kind of, you know, when you're almost 60, for crying out loud, and doing all this work. We have tree trimmers coming this next weekend, and an excavator coming this next weekend. I want words. Look in my little word stash here. Yeah. So that's going to be fun. I'm very worried though because the geese are nesting right now. Do memoirs. The geese are nesting and they're making sweet little nests all around the ponds. So we're going to have to be very, very, very careful around the ponds, around their nest. They're Canada geese, and then also a variety of ducks. I don't know them all the ducks. I mean, there's, you know, mallards and mergansers and this really pretty one with kind of a bluish bill. I've never seen a blue bill before. It seems blue. Maybe it's just gray. Maybe it's green. I've tried to get it in the binoculars, but it's a little tricky to see. But anyway, so I'm nervous about their little nests. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to ink this up. And I'm just using the vintage photo. The old standby. I'm going to ink a bunch of stuff here. And then we'll start putting it together. What I want to do, obviously, and we've done this together before, is I always try to stitch these on and do my stitching of all the components before I attach it to the signature page or the page. Just doing it in layers so that, like this, I don't want to see the stitches go through on the other side. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully. And I think I want some paper. This is very square. Everything's very formal, it seems, not like super raggedy. Anyway, yeah, I'm all over the place. I can see the sun shining through the clouds today. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous day. Loving it. I'm gonna scruffy that around a bit. I should have dyed these words, and I did not. I did not. So maybe I can scruff it up a bit. It's very bright white. Huh. It's almost no. I may not love this. I may not. We'll see. So, yeah. So, spring break. Some people are on spring break right now. California just had spring break, and I think Oregon and California are the same time. And then this week, I think, is Washington. I don't know. I don't absolutely, totally love that. But, oh, I know, maybe I'll like it better if I just layer a little bit of paper Is that too big? A little too straight on the top. Yeah, so lots of people traveling right now. That's fun. How does that work in the UK? How do you guys have like a spring break and a Christmas break and a summer break? Yeah, how's that work? Tell me. I don't know how that works. If you don't tell me, I'm going to have to look it up because now I'm curious. I'm curious. And what do you generally do on your holiday breaks with the kids? What do you do? Do you take a trip, or do you just enjoy time together at home? What do you enjoy there? Okay, that works. Let me get rid of this mess. My hands are so dry from working outside. There's all this oil on the table because I put lotion on my hands before I got started. They've been really beaten up out there. What I want to do is find a bit of dictionary paper. And this will probably work just fine. My little stash I keep to the side there. Because I just want to make sure there's nothing weird on here. Let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. Anyway, I want a little bit of background of this dictionary page on here. So I'm going to give it a little antiquiness right there, like so. Then let's see, then I'm going to put some glue, and I'm using Fabri-Tac. Am I mumbling? Wouldn't surprise me. Mumbling or talking too much, or like forgetting what we were talking about before and starting something else. Yeah, that'd be me. That'd be me. Is there... Okay, so all I'm doing is just putting a bit of glue like here and there of where I kind of want it to stick to the vellum. Let's try that and see what happens. We have to let it dry for a minute. Stick it on there and let it dry for a moment. Let's see, what do I want it? I want it right there. That works. Maybe a little crooked. Okay. Okay, we're going to set that aside for a minute and let it dry, and maybe we'll dry it together. I don't need that bit of lace. No, this will be boring for you, but I'm going to ink these pieces after I set this aside. Then we'll be able to stitch those together. So boring, what did I do with my... Seriously, did it just sprout legs and walk out of here? How do you lose your inker? Am I... Oh, what? Okay, that's a first. Is it right here in front of me and I'm not seeing it? Oh. There it is. Put it where it usually goes instead of where I had been using it. All right. So this, I thought about raggeting up these edges too, but I'm going to stitch around them, so that's going to give it a fun little raggediness. That aside for a minute, and that aside for a minute. Yep, that's going to be okie doke. oh, I just, like I said, I'm really going to miss having a vegetable garden this year. There's just not enough time trying to take care of 2 properties and keep it all together and still try and have some fun. Still take care of all the rescue work I do. Still try to make journals. Still deal with my health issues. Yeah. It's all fun. It's all fun. It's all good. Okay. Yep, like that. And I think when this goes together, I think I will have like a side pocket. I'll do it so that there's a side pocket. I think that might be kind of cool. And this is actually, the scrapbook paper I'm using, I'll show you in just a second, is not this nice heavy stuff for the signature covers. I call them signature covers. I don't know if that's the right word or term, but anyway, it's so thin that I'm going to glue 2 pieces together. So it gives it a little more sturdiness. Having said that, what I could do is actually stitch them all together. So say that's like that, that's like that. And then this is on here. I could stitch around that while it's on that, because this is what it looks like. Just this piece of scrapbook paper folded up, and then another piece cut for the inside. These were already tea dyed, but no worries. And I think I'll just attach this after I attach that on it. You'll get it. You'll see what I'm doing. Maybe, maybe not. And please, guys, I forgot to say in the beginning of the video, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I know that I'm consistently inconsistent with videos. And like I said before, between my health and then trying to get this property going, it's a challenge. But, how is that? Yep. But I enjoy doing it. I enjoy hearing from everyone. I love all your fun comments and sweet support. And please, oh, that's what I was gonna say. See, I lost my little, whoa, like that. I know I must have a needle that's all ready to roll here. If you get bored and you want to just fast forward, it will not hurt my feelings. If you don't want to hear me ramble on, please, please, please just mute it. Just mute it. I'm going to use glue stick on this one, because that's okay. I don't mind if you mute it. I don't mind if you don't want to hear me yammer on. It's okay. I don't want to hear people yammer on most of the time. It's kind of a funky old glue stick. Okay, I'm just going to set that over there for a minute. Set that there for a second. Wait a minute, before I go any further with this, do I like that? It's kind of a little, hope it's not too heavy at the bottom of the whole thing. Maybe I'll do like I did the other one, and yeah, no. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm gonna just put a dab of glue on each one, just so I don't forget where I put them as I hand stitch them together. That's right. And the cool thing about that, using Fabri-Tac, is if you don't love it, it's pretty easy to move, relocate. There we go. And this guy, give a little bit. Just a touch. Just a little scotch there. I just heard something. What was that? Oh, you can probably hear my dog snoring. All three of them are all in here under the table and in their little beds under the sewing machine. And yay! You don't have to listen to a heater going because it's just perfect weather. It's perfect. So I don't need a heater going. So I'm just going to take this little clip. See that? Hear them snoring? I think that was Cooper. Here, how's that? Hey, cooperate. Yep. There we go. There we go. Put that down like that. And I think I'm not loving the way that's hanging on there. There we go. I think I need another jump ring. I think that's what the problem is. Grab one more little itty bitty jump ring. Oh, that's too itty bitty. That one. Buggers. Okay. Then maybe I have over here for in my handy dandy bead stash. Oh, should I do gold instead? Maybe I'll do the gold leaf instead. I don't mind mixing metals at all. It doesn't bother me. Some people it might drive them crazy. If you have gold and you have silver, where in the world is my little beads? Where did my bead stash go? I had some. That was one little tube that fell on the floor. Okay, sorry, hang on for a second. I will probably have to pause this or... shoot! I for sure had some other beads over here. Hang on, hold the phone. Gotta reach across the room. Maybe. Maybe in the stash. I forgot to put the lid back on my glue. Do I want oh, here. These are just too big. Nope, too low. Kind of like those. What do you think? Yeah, I think it perks it right up. Fabulous. That's that. We're going with it. Jump right in and do it. Oh, but there I am. I'm going to switch out the C-clasp. Do I have a gold one in here? Well, I guess I could have had this all set up so you didn't have to watch me pick stuff out and change my mind and all that, but what would that, what fun would that be if I was all organized? It just wouldn't be. And of course, I do not have gold jump rings right here. It's just totally fine. We're gonna go with those silver ones because we can. And then I think we'll pop a couple of these on there. Let's take 4 of them out. Oops. I need to tape this paper down. I keep hooking my sleeves on it. Okay. So, since we're going to use this one, that through there. Did you see what I'm doing? Do I have it too close to me? Oh, for the love of Pete. Should have got another pair of flat nose out. Sometimes they're a little magnet property to them. Magnetic property. Ah! Dropped it. Oh my gosh, it's killing me. Icy sunshine. Oh, gorgeous. Our clematis, we have a beautiful, beautiful clematis. It is absolutely bursting right now. Bursting with flowers. I'll have to post a photo on my Instagram. Instagram is NGU Ever. So it stands for Never Give Up Ever. Yeah, I have to post on there. I'm not great with Instagram. Not super great with the Instagram thing. So did these stick? I think so. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to take that one off because I didn't love it. Put this one on because I do like it better. Yeah, I like it better. Hopefully it's not too long now. And then I'm going to put on a couple beads. So, one here. What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Forgot. Huh. Oh, the clematis in Instagram. I'm kind of like a squirrel. Like, oh, right, squirrel. Yeah, I'm not great at it. I used to be pretty good at Facebook, but with doing this property, I have 0 time to be online right now. Ow! And I put a hole in my finger. I just don't have the time. I can pop on for a couple minutes and just check and say hi, and then I'm gone. Well, I have to watch my time. Definitely watch my time. Have a meeting coming up with the girls, meeting with some friends, always just for a little visit and catch up. Short one. Be fun. See how everybody's doing. I had to miss, we usually get together on Tuesdays, and I had to miss last week because I had an emergency rescue to do. A dog that absolutely had to get out of where he was. Okay, so I tangled this all up. It was so sad. It was so hard for the owners to let go, but by no fault of his own or theirs, he needed a new home. And oh gosh, it always breaks my heart when, you know, the family is doing absolutely everything they can, but it's just not working. Well, special needs boy, child, a special needs child, just couldn't, he was too frightened. He was too frightened. I can't tell the whole story, but he was just too frightened of the dog. And again, not the dog. The dog didn't do anything wrong. The young boy didn't do anything wrong. It's just is what it is. He just became frightened. And then it became really difficult for the dog, the mom, the young boy. Oh goodness, just too hard. So I just have so much respect for Mom for really stepping up both for her son and her dog, and the rescue for stepping up and getting things handled really quickly. I always have to go in and do an evaluation of the dog just to see kind of his personality or her personality, where they would fit best in the rescue, what foster families are open that can take that particular dog in. So yeah, it was an emergency little deal. So, but we got it, and he is adorable. He got to spend the night with us at my house, which I don't always get to do that. Get to have him just for a minute, but we got to hold him over, and then excuse me, got him transported to his foster home, and he is just doing splendidly. He was just a delight to have. My boys loved him, and excuse me, I am so dehydrated these days. Miss Lola, she's a little snobby, and he was just a young little buck. He was only like 15 months old. 15 months old and 80 pounds. But he was so sweet. Oh gosh, I wish I could keep every single one. So it doesn't matter how messy this is on the back. Just thought I'd mention that because you will not see it ever. But there we go. That, I'm going to set these guys aside because I may use them again. Please don't let me forget that I put them in my little small bead stash here. I probably will, but maybe not. I still have Christmas colored beads in there. That's how far behind I am on my everything. Okay. Got that. Boy, we've probably just really gone into the overtime here. Okay, I think I might machine stitch around that and then put it on there and stitch these together. I won't take you over and drag you through my sewing bit. Oh, so we glued that on. Hopefully it's dry. Yes, it is. So now when I go to pull it off, there'll just be bits and pieces left behind here if I can pull it off. Oh no, I just tore the whole thing. Oh, good Lord. Okay, that never happens. What the world? What in the world? Oh, doggone it. Oh well, it'll be fine. It's all good. There we go. Oh, that's funny. Wow. That's crazy. That never happens. But it did. Shoot. Shoot, dang, darn. Oh well. We can fix it. We can fix it. There we go. It's the way it is. Oh, darn it. You will have to put this up here. What's that gonna look like? Oh, Lord above. Of course. Okay. What we got going here? This and this. And this. Oh, gosh. It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yes. Yep. It's gonna be fine. See how easy it is? We'll just fix it. I'm going to drop that maybe over like that. and probably add a button or something down here. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this and head over to the sewing machine. So hang tight. And thank you for scratching, guys, and shaking the camera. Hang on. Okay, I had a thought, and so I thought I should really come back and just, because I had a thought, so you wouldn't wonder what I did. So I thought, what about just putting a bit of this really fun, crazy fabric on there to cover up my little mistake. Let's tear that off of there. I think I want it to go that direction. You see, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just tearing a piece off of this bigger chunk. But, and then set that out of the way. Out of the way, out of the way. Let's scruffy it up a bit. I don't know if this is going to work, but I thought it was worth a try. Everything's just so geometric. Samey same. Monochromatic. So shred it a little. There we go. There we go. Because I really didn't like this like up too high. I don't know why. I didn't love it that way. Tell me if you thought it was better up high in this fabric I shouldn't have used. Or if it's just too, the whole thing is just too darn boring. Tell me, I don't know what I'm doing. Help me. Ah, come on. It's a little bit scruffier. There we go. Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Up here. Let's see what this does. So, there. Whoops. Yeah, that's okay. And I can incorporate a little bit of this fabric. That makes me sad that that happened, but but it just goes to show you it doesn't matter. You can fix it, or you can leave it shabby-ish. Just go with it. These just happen to be just so, seem to be so precise. Actually, that is way, I think, too long. It needs to be just a little bit shorter. I could totally leave that on there. That's a thought too. So I'm probably going to stitch it together, and before I stick this on there, and just see what it looks like. And it might be just fine. It might just be a happy little mistake, maybe. Maybe. What's that? Then put this up here. Lowered above. Okay, I have to stand up and look at it. What a mess. You guys have to look at my mess, huh? Papers everywhere. Not too bad. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so I'm just going to glue a few bits down. I'm going to leave this open right here so that there'll be a little sliding pocket for a tag or a small notebook to put in there. And otherwise, I'm just going to do some stitching and gluing, and then I'll come back. So, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. For what it's worth, I'm back. What I did is I stitched this around. Excuse me, I should have got a drink of water before I got started. I stitched around the card the cardstock. I have no words. And then I left this bit open right here so that we have a space for a pocket. Then this is what folds underneath on the inside. So I went ahead and glued that on there. And then I glued this back piece on here to give this just a little more integrity, because this scrapbook paper is just a little too weak, I think, for a cover anyway. So then I inked it all up and got it all ready. So now, excuse me, I think what I'm going to do, snip that little bit off right there, obviously is make a tag for this, but I'm going to punch holes for this, and then I'm going to sew, depending on how it is, I'm going to sew around that before I sew it up like this. I hope that makes sense. So let me see if I can find my punch. I guess I could have, you know, taken a minute to get that ready. So what I'm going to do here is give this a little, and I did measure it. All I did was center it. I think I have it pretty well centered. I'm kind of rethinking that though, because because of that edge and the no edge here, I think I'm going to center the whole thing. So that would be 2 3/4, 2 3/4. So I'm going to move that over a bit. I want it pencil. I want to do it here. And so then I'll do that one. What did I say? 2 and perfect. Then right there. That works. I kind of like that better. Excuse me. So let me line that up right. I think that's good. I think that's good. That's a good one. What about the same? Eek! Right there. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I think part of this just needs to be just a little bit. I have it a bit too shallow. It's kind of wonky. Oh well. You'll never know. Yeah, I will. But you know, it just is what it is. I've got my garbage can moved around here because I just took garbage day out. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna stitch right around this. Actually, yeah, I think I'll just stitch on. I have to think about that. Should have thought about that before, but I think I will. I'm just going to zigzag all the way around this inside one, and then glue this. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm pretty darn sure we're gonna do this with that. I think I'm gonna put this on first and see what I think. I added this little bit up here and just stitched on 3 little beads there. And what I meant to say is, when I stitch this right to the original paper, that's why I did it before I glued this extra bit on here, so that the stitching wouldn't show through, just because that's what I wanted. So there we go. All right, I'll stitch around that and be right back. Hang on. Okay, well, there we go. Went ahead and stitched around the pocket there. And I went ahead and I decided to go ahead and stitch along the edge as well. I just thought it added a little more equal, you know, interest there. I will probably trim those little raggedy edges off. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for that. So here we go. Sometimes, let me think about this for a second or two. Sometimes it's kind of nice to glue it to I reinforce it. Sometimes I like to put a little backing on it first. I should have done that before. But I'm going to do it now. Right now, actually, I don't want that paper. Actually, isn't this fun? Don't you love working with me here? Trying to figure stuff out? I'll just use a piece of my scrappy scrap paper from right here. There we go. Just like to have it just a little bit more reinforced. It does not have to be perfect. That's just not, as you know, how I roll. Okay, yeah, I like that. A little tiny bit better to have that. I know, it's kind of silly, probably, to have extra. Okay, put that on there. And then I want to do, I'll show you in a second here. Sorry, this is boring, watching me glue. Glue. Boring. But just push it up there. I may or I may not. Yeah, I think I'll trim that down a little bit at the base. Still, it ended up being just a little bit long. Trim that off. Ta-da! You'll never, ever, whoops, not ever gonna see that. So there, that gives that, so it has just a little more stability. I didn't sew that, so I'm gonna pop a little bit of glue under that. And then a little bit of glue on this. Like that. Ta-da! And there we go. Right there. I don't know what that is on there, but something that'll come off. Little strings here and there. And I do want to trim these off. Probably doesn't matter, but I do want to trim those off. And then, where's my little palette knife? Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I think that'll be sturdy. A little bit of glue underneath this top piece, just because I want it to just kind of stay up there as a little tab that sticks up out of the journal there. So now the dilemma is, do I put that there or not? Can't decide. What do you think? I'm just going to leave it there for a minute. I'm going to leave it there for a minute and we're going to think about it. So then I want to make, just in this little bit right here, because I reinforced that with that, where'd my thing go again? With the just piece of file folder there. Then I have a tiny little tuck spot here that'll be fairly sturdy. Just want to make sure I didn't have too much glue in my way. So these are little the Tim Holtz photos. I just love these. They're so cute. So let's pick one. I think I'll go with this one, which is looks like sisters or friends. I don't know. Maybe probably should have used the my cutting board, but I'm gonna go with that. So it's the sisters. Now if I, oh, see that? Ooh, I wonder then, having said that, if maybe that would just be, oh, ew, ew, ew. No, 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 don't like it. Never mind, sorry. Scratch that. I'm gonna leave it like that. I need a little, there we go. What about that? Right in there. Perfect. Okay. And then we're done with this first cover. So yay. So tomorrow, I think, hopefully tomorrow, if as long as I don't get a call from, I have so much glue in my hands, from the power company. I'd have to meet with those guys over at the property to get that going. As long as I don't have to do that, then we can make a tag that's going to go in there. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and make this. I'm not sure if I totally love the photo, but it might be better to do something botanical. But yeah, to finish up, we'll do it. We can always use it somewhere else. So let's stick that puppy right on there like that, just like that. That looks good. And I think I'll punch the top of it. Oh, strings of glue everywhere. And then that's it. Then I'm gonna, oh, I might round the corners on this too. Maybe. Do I want to round the corners on that? Not. I don't. So, just need a little itty bitty piece, a little itty bitty piece of this arc. Might be too thin to do that, to tear. Might not tear. There it goes. A little bit of that. It's back over here. My little itty bitty crochet hook. Do that. A little bit of that through. Boring. I'm sorry, I'm boring you. Anyway, so yeah, this is the end. This will be the end of it, and I'm sorry that it's gone so long, but I hope that if nothing else, I've just inspired you to get in the craft room or your studio or whatever it is, wherever you work, and have some fun. I hope I hope so. This is wanting to give me a little bit of trouble here. Yeah, there we go. Little raggedy thing, and that'll just tuck right in there. But I'm thinking that maybe it needs something botanical rather than a photo. But there you have it. Anyway, gang, I hope that your evening is very blessed, and your tomorrow and your whole week. So have a great time. Thanks for being with me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like. And there's also a little button you can hit, notifications, and then you will get a notification. It's not really annoying or anything, but then you'll know when I put videos up, because I am, they seem to spread out so far. I don't want you to miss something. So, yep, there you go. Thanks for hanging out. You guys take care. Bye.